to find this funny ballet just to that. Thank you so much for coming to Presentation House and for tonight's production of Suddenly. We would like, appropriately, we would like to remind you to turn off any cell phones and pagers. Also, tonight's show is going to be presented in 3D. You told me. All the stories you're going to see tonight or experience tonight are true. Names have been changed, and in some cases, genders have also been switched, and in some cases, switched back. Oh, there's no intermission. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, hi. Yeah, no, how's mom? What? Oh, well, no, I don't think that's really good. Well, no, of course not. That wouldn't make any sense. Well, anyway, isn't there any... All right. No, okay. No, I'll figure something out. No, it's fine. I'll come together.
Whenever I fill out those little mental questionnaires, I never tick any of the boxes. Yeah, I just write under other slight allergy to dust. You say now that there's like a 1 in 4 chance. Well, there's just my sister and me, so that's true. All right, everyone on her side of the family was a female, and I was. Of course not. Well, is there anything else? All right. Thanks. Thanks, bye. And here we are. Come on. Check out your bedroom. I decorated it myself. What do you think? You gonna be okay for a second? Just want to go talk to the audience. I'd invite you in, but it's just a small 1-bedroom apartment, so there's not a lot of space.
Now, there are 2 ways to go from healthy to, well, not so healthy. First you have your sudden change, like your heart attack, your stroke, or your accident, and then you have your more progressive or ongoing ailment. Now, the interesting thing about a progressive or ongoing ailment that has not yet been diagnosed is, well, you're trying to figure out what's happening with your loved one, whether it's just something trivial or something more, dramatic. You begin becoming sort of like an investigator or a reporter reporting. Right? You start questioning friends and casual acquaintances like they might be medical experts who can enlighten you. Like they have a medical degree that they've never told you about you, but you've always suspected that they have.
Hello. Oh, hi! Yes! Oh, wow, that sounds great! No, no, I can't come. No, my mom just moved in with me. Yeah, the one who stopped talking to me a couple of years ago. The irony is she can't talk at all now. Thanks ever so. Oh, thank you so much for inviting us. Ted and I really needed to get away. I am exhausted. Oh, hi, Miss Thing. Oh, smell her. Jason, can I talk to you for a second? You've been friends with Ted for a long time, and I was just wondering, have you noticed sort of any change in him? I mean, he no longer has that Olympic rower body, sure, but I'm not just talking about age. I mean, Mr. Everready hasn't been able to, I was just wondering, and, well, we've been fighting a lot more, It's like, I mean, stupid things like where to put the towels, who left the milk out. I mean, like, okay, the other day we were walking down Robson Street and I noticed that he wasn't swinging his arms. He was walking like this. So I just go, stop that, what are you doing, right? And then he just freaks out at me and he goes, don't yell at me in public, asshole. You know, and then that sets me up because, like, I grew up in a family with 5 boys, so there's no mollycoddling. Sometimes people think I'm a bit cruel. So, anyways, I just started yelling at him and it's tit-tat, back and forth, and then I accuse him of just doing it to piss me off, and then he bursts into tears and he runs off. Still living. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, is it me? Am I doing something wrong? I mean, am I getting fat? You know, I mean, I try everything. I try talking to him, but he's so distracted and distant lately. And he trips. I mean, I came home the other day and there was this pot of pasta sauce on the floor. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe we've been together too long. I mean, 8 years. That's like 25 in straight years. Well, maybe we should just get couples counseling or something, or an orgy. Jason, could you help him, please? I'm gonna go get another drink. Hi. Sorry, I was almost done. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, now, check this out. If we leave your walker here, when you get out of the bed, you can use that to just sort of guide you through to the door. Now, I've wedged a t-shirt under the door so it's not going to swing, and then you can use that to get to the door jamb. Now, if you come up the door jamb, you'll find this charming little end table thingy. I don't know what it is. It's kind of useless. It used to be over there with the boss on it, but anyways. You can use that to get you around into the living room. Now, if we get the chair out from the workstation, you can use that to get you to the rakishly angled futon. And then it's just don't stay there, stay there. No, it's okay. I'll show you from here. And then you just hop, skip, and a jump from the easy lift chair. Now let's right at the TV. Now, in this little pouch, we'll keep the TV remote and the adjuster so the seat goes up and down. So there you go. Now, the very eagle eye would have noticed a crib board on the table right there. I was thinking maybe we could play a game of crib or something. Sit down. Now, I've written my cell number up on the whiteboard over there, and you will see that the big button down on the phone, that will dial 911. Why press 3 buttons when you can press just 1? You like those flowers? They're my favorite. Oh, no, I just dealt the cards. No, pick them back up. No, we're not done yet. Well, I'm home. Dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's. Oh, what a mess. So, is Vinaya, are you famous yet? What the hell happened to the TV? You gotta use the converter. Use that remote right there. You get warm? You've got pretty wet there. You know, it could have been a lot worse. No big deal. Here, let's see if I can get this working. Oh. How about that?
At the same time, crews in West Bend were dealing with another emergency, but this one was underwater. An elderly driver at Ambleside Park mistakenly hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. His car jumped the curb, ran through some bushes, and ended up in the duck pond. With the help of some bystanders, both the driver and passenger managed to get out of the vehicle. Neither of them were seriously hurt.
You must have gotten some airtime. High five. Or maybe not. Don't worry about it.
So it's bad enough that she has her needs, right? Like the cherry Coke or the raccoon cup. But like, now she has figured out how to get a hold of me, even when I'm trying to ignore her. I was watching TV with the volume up, and suddenly the phone rings, and I pick it up, and it's my mom. I want something. She's figured out that thing about how if you dial the phone and you hang it back up, how it rings back. So I say, well, what do you need? I want a popsicle. I go, well, you're not supposed to have a popsicle. I want a popsicle. And I go, what kind of popsicle do you want? I want a tangerine popsicle. Not an orange popsicle, not a grape popsicle, not a cherry popsicle, some friggin' flavor popsicle that doesn't even exist. So, that's where she thinks I am right now. She thinks I'm at the store buying a guava popsicle. I come through my front door. The easy lift chair is in the upright position, but no mom. Mom? I walk in and I find her wedged between the coffee table and the cabinet. The chair has clearly launched her into the room. She has this kind of expression of resignation. And there she was stuck, and because I didn't have an easy lift floor, I'm home! The kids were making so much noise today. I got a total migraine. I'm just gonna go and throw the turkey in, and the Duck and the gang are gonna be over here. And what? Why? Take you for a drive? Ice cream? Well, I'll just run down to the store and I'll get it. What? No, it's not gonna be fun. We're already behind schedule, so I'll just run down to the store and I'll get it. It's not gonna be fun, right? We just stay here, that'll be fine. And Dad's gonna move on. He's not gonna want to answer the door, and if Jeff and the gang are early, then that way you can answer the door. No, you can watch the turkey. You can make sure that nothing goes wrong. You can make the gravy or something like that. That'll be fun. You can do that. No, I don't want you to come. I told you I already have a headache, and it's not gonna be a fun trip anyway. Besides, this isn't the SI on. You can watch that. That'll be fun. All right. You can come. But we're not taking the chair. Damn. Put your arm around me. Don't pull my hair. Slide over. Well, I hope you're happy. I was going to make the garlic mashed potatoes, but now there probably won't be time. I wanted Jeff to be in a good mood. Well, because I want him to watch you and Dad while I go away somewhere on spring break. I just need some time. Are you okay? Could you back your car up, please? Well, that feels not going to do it. What is wrong with you kids? Always making so much noise and the racing around. And we have to get her out of there. Damn it! Don't have her chair. All right, you just call 911. Okay. Give me your hand. No, okay, no, wait. Hang on. Wait there in a second.
Hi, Jeff. Yeah, Thanksgiving is canceled. All right. Look, the ambulance is on its way. Do you want to come out? We don't have your chair if you want. Are you comfortable there? Do you need any help? Oh, no, I need help. Oh, you're supposed to know it. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just it was sign said 4 p.m. and it's only 3:15. Donald, he's coming back. This morning, I was coming home with some groceries, and suddenly he jumped out of the bushes and he pointed a gun at me. It was a BB gun, but I didn't know that at the time. And this isn't the first time he's done something like that. So when I was in the room, please, I didn't want them to take him to jail. I just wanted to take him to the Lionsgate Hospital to get an assessment, an official assessment. And so we went down to the hospital, and the police took him into a separate room where I couldn't see him. And then they came out and said that they had spoken to the admitting nurse, and she was going to call the psychiatrist on call. And as I was waiting and waiting there, and then finally the nurse came out and she said for me to go home. So I did. Then, an hour later, I get a phone call. It's from Donald. He's at the bus stop and he's very angry. And just let him go. How does something like that happen? I'm not, he's my son, but I can't live like this. I don't know what to do. I mean, he's going to be all frightened and confused. And please, I need some guidance. I need some help. Please come in.
I'm here because I want my mother back. And because I crashed my car into the West Vancouver Care Center. They made me sign a piece of paper saying that I would seek counseling. So here I am. Counsel me. Let's see. It all began about 4 years ago. My very sick and fragile mother, I was caring for her, and so the CICL suggested that I get a board of directors and form a society in order to get extra funding to help care for her. So I did. After 4.5 years, I was, burning out. So I asked for a respite, just a little time off. I never said that I didn't want to care for my mother anymore, take care of her. I just needed a break, a little time to myself. So, wonder of wonders, they granted me some time off. This was 2 weeks ago. They put my mother in a care facility at West Vancouver Care Center and say I can go away. Well, I'm on my little trip when I suddenly get a phone call telling me that they've changed the 9 days to 7. But I wasn't ready. I had made plans, things that I wanted to do for myself that I haven't been able to do for 4.5 years. I had a schedule, and they didn't have a backup plan. So I said, well, what are you going to do? And they suggested putting her in Evergreen instead of care facility. In order to do that, we were going to have to make her a permanent resident. Well, I didn't want her in any institution. I don't trust them, and I think you can understand why. And they said, don't worry. We'll change her back into your care as soon as you get back. So I said, okay. And they put her in Evergreen. So I continued my vacation. And suddenly, I get an email from CICL telling me that since my mother's in extended care, perhaps I should close up the society. So now I have to come back to explain to them, to tell them that I need the society open to get the funding reinstated so I can take care of my mother. So I come back and I call them up and I am asking them, no, explaining to them that this isn't fair. This isn't fair at all. And as I am yelling, asserting myself on the phone, I get another email telling me that I'm going to have to get rid of the whole board of directors. Get a whole new board of directors if I'm going to get the society up and running again. I have no more friends left. Nobody wants to join. So, now I really start asserting. And the girl on the phone tells me that she can't speak to me while I'm in this condition. But if I want, I could drive down and talk to her supervisor. But I had better hurry, because he's going to be gone by 4 o'clock, because he's leaving on a 2-week vacation. So I guess I just didn't want to miss him. I dropped everything and raced down in my car. I'm sorry about the wall, but my car took the worst of it. I do not have anger issues. I am just a little stressed, and I want my mommy back.
Oh. All right. Okay. I guess that's that then. Well, we're sorry for upsetting you. Didn't mean to make you cry. Great. Well, okay. We'll be on our way. Thanks anyways. Well, that was a fun way to spend an afternoon. Probably have to get a cab. The handy dart is not handy. Little hateful bitch. Little hateful bitch. Oh, that's what he used to call me. Oh. Oh, he had such a voice. He knew all the songs. Oh, remember? Oh, do you remember how William and I used to have our fights? And then afterwards he would say, I think I'm supposed to apologize to you for something. And I was like, oh, you didn't, because it wasn't worth it. You look uncomfortable. Adjust your hair. Oh, I have Ukrainian mass for you. Can you believe it's been 2 years since he passed away? I've only slept in my bed twice since then. Everybody keeps getting sick. It's like a family tradition. You, Cousin Roy, and Amy. You look so passive. You know, Mom, you used to say that the thing you were most proud of is that you never raised a hand to me. But you did. You used to hit me a lot. Brutally, and you used to tell me you hated me. And Amy's husband? Well, there was incest. Yeah. And you knew, and Amy knew, and you didn't care. You just would pass me off to whoever. But that's okay. You are what is called a toxic parent. And the way I was raised, and the way my children were raised, and the way my children's children were raised, but there's no comparison. It's all in the past. And I think what it must have been like being pregnant at 15. You must have felt trapped by me. Well, you're not trapped now. You can go if you want. This time has been a gift. I mean, the doctor gave you 1 year, and here it is 2 years later. And Amy was only supposed to live for 4 months, and it's been over a year. I think we better get a new doctor. Oh, I was going to get some fresh cut flowers from your garden. Wait here, don't go anywhere.
That doesn't answer the question. I work as a care provider for a target provider agency. We do palliative care. We come in and spending the last 24, 48 hours for someone who has no family or friends nearby, or burnt out, or there's just no one left at the time. I usually clean up as quick as I can. That way I could sit down and spend some time with him. But he's got company over. I don't like these guys. They take his stuff. Or rather, he lets them take it. Oh, you'll be dead anyway, so can I have this? Can I have this table? Can I have this jacket? You're not going to wear it anymore. And I have no right to say anything. I'm not allowed to get involved in person's private life. Hey! Can you watch it? Like bolt talks. I mean, I've seen worse. I mean, family members who they haven't seen in ages will suddenly come in and ask where their bank account is and how much money they have. I mean, it's pretty horrible. But after a while, people like him, they don't even care. It's just their way of maintaining friends, having some kind of social contact. Hey! Can you turn it down, please? We got neighbors that are kind of sensitive. After the last time they were here, I wanted to say to Leonard, I think maybe you should think about speaking to them, or saying something like, or writing them a note saying, after I'm gone, you can have this stuff, take it, but maybe in the meantime I can use it for a month or so. But I couldn't say anything, so I just contacted the girl who was their social worker. Leonard just got his disability check, and these, I could say, scumbags who he has over are just hangers on for the cash. Hey! I'm going to have to ask you to stop something in the chair, okay? Look, I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave. All right? No, if you do not leave now, I will call the police. You okay? I am not an asshole. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but, they didn't look like friends to me. Alright, if you feel that way, you can invite them back after I make you some dinner and leave. You want tuna? Geez, Don, you scared the hell out of me. Nobody ever had a car stolen at Barrier.
Well, it's a good thing we were already packed for the move from Maple Ridge.
It's a good thing that you already sold your place. That way if it burns down, it'll be the other guy's problem.
Oh, Tris, can you do us a favor? I don't think the man who bought the horses is going to be here before we leave. Could you help him? Maisie's looking a bit spooked.
You think? With all the noise and the chaos and the fires that are going on around here?
Well, could you help get him out?
Sure thing, Doc. Sure thing. What are you going to do with the pigs?
You like bacon? Oh dear, the toolkit in the garage. Did I tell you that the nurse called from the hospital asked if Bob suffered from depression? I said, oh, let's see. His life's been turned inside out and upside down. How would you feel?
I still think you should sue. I mean, they were supposed to send him back fixed, not worse.
Oh, cooler. Just one adventure after another. His kids wanted to put him in a home. Ha! Oh, did I tell you we're gonna have a big screen TV at the new place in Maple Ridge? Bob's gonna love it. All right, asshole, move your ass. And the hole, yeah, that's right. Okay, got the chair. Oh, God, oh, God. Maybe we should, get marshmallows.
How are you going to do this, Don? You're not getting any younger.
You just do it, Tris. You just do it. You get it done. For better or for worse. Now, get the car door.
Something wrong with your car. Oh, there it goes.
All right, come on, asshole. Let's go. All right, come on. We gotta hurry. There's a fire. I'm going to beat you. Come on. There we go. In you get. There you go. All right. What? Ah. I think he wants to know when you're leaving.
I'm not going, Bob! No, I got everything in my house right here. No, besides, I think that fire's going to change direction. Yeah.
Okay, here we have the upstairs, downstairs, garage, cooler. Okay, oh, if we didn't have your chair, we're going to leave so much stuff to just burn. I hope those peas are going to be okay. Take one last look, Bob. Goodbye, old house. Well, you take care, Tris. Oh. Upstairs, downstairs.
I'm going to miss you, Bob. Now, look, go a little easy on Dawn, okay? Let her get out every now and then.
All right. I think we got everything. We better get going, because I'm pretty sure you're not taking a shift. What? Oh. How dare you? Oh. I have half a mind to just toss you in the ditch on the way in and enjoy that big screen TV all for myself. He gave me the finger. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Damn, that smoke's getting thick. I hope we're going to see where we're going. Now, are you sure you're going to be okay? Did I tell you we're probably going to get home care? Yeah, and maybe Bob's kids. Well, maybe on the holidays. Well, Tris, you take care, okay? It's been good. You've been a good neighbor. Oh, now, you guys better go. All right, it's getting dark. I'll see you later. Oh, finally! Someone's come to put out the fire. All right, asshole. You ready to roll? All right. Now, have you got everything? Have you got everything? Have you got everything? You got the curtain rod. What? All right. All right, asshole. Let's go. What? I'll start the car and then I'll talk to you. Okay. I sure hope the car doesn't move. What's that? What? Oh, Tris, did you hear that? He spoke. I told you he would. He said, cunt. Oh, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be just fine. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can outrun a fire. Oh, I love this commercial. So you have a loved one who's moving back home. You're caring for them, they can't be on their own. You're reunited, what joy this will bring. But you might find you may need a few things. Walkers, scooters, and wheelchairs with bells. Hospital beds, a bath bench, and handrails. A panic button they wear on a string. Now you're not done, you still need a few things. Chin straps and grippers, a car lift and ramps, a heart monitor and a pulse sticker lamp. A speak and spell helps when they want to sing. But you're not done, you still need a few things. Humidifier, air purifier, and a plastic spoon. There is much more you can get at our store if you have lots of room. Sutures and stitches, hearing aids and strong glasses, foot baths and canes and false teeth and gases, lotions and creams, our pill box is king. But you're not done, you still need a few things. Glucometer, chain clips, and an oxygen tank. You can't afford it, well then go rob a bank. Heart monitors and a soft thing. Now look around, you've got everything. Walkers and scooters, a wheelchair with bell, hospital bed, a back bench and handrail, a panic button they wear on a string. Now are you done? Have you got everything? A little night light, a magnifying glass to press before the tongue. These are some things you might find you will need when caring for your loved one.
Then the princess said, I will not marry you. And she rode off up into the hills and lived happily ever after. Now, darling, we are going to be playing the game. All right, I am going to ask you some questions and you try to be giving me the answers. All right. How many princesses were there? What? No. Are you trying to be funny? No, there's no monkey on the wall. No. All right, try to focus, try to pay attention. How many princesses? What? Oh no, oh darling, no, it's me. I be Teresa. No, Donna was your first wife. No, I am Teresa. No, don't get upset. No, here, I will show you. Here. See? Here, this is a picture of you and Donna and Roslyn, and this is you and me on the seawall. You see? Oh, you're sweating. Why are you sweating? Why is this happening? Do you have a hurt inside? Is there something wrong? Is it here? Darling, is it here? Do you feel the pain here? Here, I'll just put down the blankets and I will be adjusting the heating. Come in. Oh, it's you, please. Good. Could you have a seat, please? Thank you. I want to talk to you before. Yes, thank you. Yes. First off, I would like to be thanking you so much for all of the work that you do. But I have a concern because I need for you to be listening to what it is that I tell you to do. All right? I know sometimes he will tell you some things, but you have to listen to what I tell you because he does not know what is good for you. No, you must listen to my instructions for, like, if, example, you'll be giving him the wrong medication, or, more importantly, if you distract him when he is eating. Now, I have told you before that he needs to have a quiet environment so he can be speaking and eating, all right? No talking to him, no putting on the TV, because if you do these things, even if he asks you to, if you'll be doing these things, then what happens is he gets it caught in his throat. And then in the night he starts to choke, and I have to stay up all of the night, hitting him on the back so that he does not aspirate. And then I cannot sleep, and he cannot sleep, and it gets very offensive. So I need for you to just be doing what I tell you to do, so we can care for him, all right? Because he has a brain injury, you do not. So please, that's all I ask, is please follow the instructions that I give you. Okay. I am glad that we'll be having this talk. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. What you mean today is your last day?
My father and I never really talked about our penises. There was just this quiet understanding that we both had one. When I finally saw his, it was small, raw, and it had a tube down it. Though the fashion of the day in hospital wear, my father was bound and determined to get rid of his. Communicating with him at this point was me speaking night school French to his fluent Japanese. So it always broke down to me just physically and repeatedly taking his hand away. Not a scenario I imagined growing up, touching my father's penis. You know, it's like I was denying him some inalienable right, the right to touch himself. For some odd reason, this evolved into me thinking about self-determination and the quality of life. And I was denying him these things. I knew I had lost him at this point. I mean, we would have glimmers of recognition and caresses during the struggle. But his life was slowly fading away, and part of my life with it. I felt so disrespectful. But he seemed to be hurting himself if I didn't intervene. I don't know. And then I found myself staring at my father's penis and thinking, that's where I came from. From this small little rash-ridden extremity. And if the sperm that had become me had begun its journey today, it would have ended up in a bloody urine sac. And that's kind of how I felt.
waiting on a train platform. I don't know where it's going. And I'm a little bit excited and a little bit scared. And I've thought about it. Then I'm going to have to leave you. But I'm ready to take the trip.
I was pounding on her chest and giving her up the resuscitation. And suddenly these men in uniform came to the door, so I got out of the way and I was hiding behind her, hugging the couch, and I was freaking out. And then they were working on her, and then something that man in the uniform said is Lou Gehrig's disease, all that's wrong with her, and I just went, that's funny, thanks.
She's gone. I was just in her room, talking to her, and tidying up, and then I noticed that she was staring off into the corner. I think she was staring at Dad, and he was, come on, come on. And then she just closed her eyes. Oh, and then I told you. Oh. No more 14 pills a day. No, I'm thinking this. Do you remember how when we brought her back from the hospital, she was like, oh God. That was all she could say. Oh, do you remember when we said, what would you like for dinner? And she drew on her pad, she drew a little square box with lines on it, and we were like, what? And then she drew it again, and it turned into a gigantic Pictionary. And we were all gathering around her going, oh, sounds like 2 syllables, come on. And she kept drawing it over and over again with lines and circles, and finally she drew some flames, and I was the one who got it. I was the one who said, barbecue! You want a barbecue! She clapped her hands, and she was so happy that I figured it out, and then I just went, well, why didn't you just write that down? And she just was smiling at us, those twinkly little eyes, like this was something she could control. She was so stubborn. No, darling, honey, no, I don't want to cover her up just yet. No, I do not want to pull the blanket over her. No, I don't want to do this just yet. I'm fine, I just want to leave her like this. Look, I don't want this to turn into an argument. Look, I do not want to cover her up, all right? It is fine that she... She did that. You see, she doesn't want to be covered up either. I took our grandchildren out into the park. We sat down. They were both very young, and they'd only ever known James's ill. And then the youngest one, she said, where do you think Grandpa is? I said, I don't know. Where do you think he is? She said, I think he's up on the clouds. I said, well, what do you think he's doing there? She said, I think he's wearing his green socks. I said, oh. And then the older one said, do you think he's wearing the nightshirt that Mom made? The one with the hole in the back? I said, well, yes. The nightshirt would go very well with the green socks. And she said, that's good. I said, what? She said, then there's a place for the wings.
A couple days later, I was talking to a friend saying how we took him out in the boat and threw him in the ocean. She responded in horror. I said, he was cremated. Oh!
I was coming back from the kitchen, and his colostomy bag was sitting on the floor beside the couch, and I went, oh God, not this whole thing, and I pretended to drop kick it through the window. And he laughed and laughed.
People probably thought I was particularly cruel, but when we were younger, we always called each other bitch and asshole and stuff like that, and continued that after he got sick. When I went to put the catheter on him, I would always go, here comes a cat for Mr. Happy.
I did not tell the jokes. He liked to tell jokes all the time. I sometimes did not get them, but he would tell them over and over again, and I always laughed. And that made him very happy.
There was this one skinny guy, a little tiny guy, looked like Auschwitz, and he asked me to carry him, sit him by the window. So I carried him over there, and he was looking out the window, and he was this little tiny thing. He looked like he would just break, and covered in earrings and bracelets and stuff. And as he's looking out the window, there's this guy wearing a patterned sweater. And he looks at the guy, and then he looks at me, and he goes,
Can you believe that bitch would wear that in public? I tried to take a few night school courses, and especially when my husband was able to stay with my parents. And I was heading off to a class, and I suddenly heard this noise. I heard this noise as I was walking into the building, and it was sort of like this tribal rhythmic thing. And so I went, oh, what's that? And I walked into the room, and there were all these people, and they had these plastic tubes. And I washed them, and they each had a little something like this. Oh, here. Everyone who has a short one, all right, that would be a short one. I want you to make it sound like this, okay? Now. I don't want you to stop. Keep the rhythm. I want you to get louder. You forgot your rhythm. Did you remember yours? There we go. Okay, a little louder, louder, and quieter. And a little louder inside. Now, everybody go into their mouth. Hold your hands loud, and quieter, and louder, up there. And louder, up there. And everybody go.
After a while, the ugly, smelly stuff sort of fades away, and more positive memories come to the forefront. Like, I often remember, I wish I had a video to show you. I often remember we went on a cruise, my mom and I, and while we were walking around the deck, we heard this music coming from the lounge. There were not many people in it, but so we went in just to see what was happening. And then I suddenly got this idea. And so I helped her out of the wheelchair, and she was very weak at this point. She couldn't hold herself up, so I was holding her close to me, and then we danced. And it didn't matter if we resolved anything. We were just dancing. And then I looked at her face, and she had this sort of delirious, goofy expression of joy on her face. And I thought, I wonder when was the last time someone took her dancing. Thank you.